Alright, so first of all, you want to have the dimensions for your project. You want to measure the inside of your cage and see the dimensions and see how many individual fleece pieces of bedding you want. I have 3 on mine. I have a 2x3 cage, and I use 3 because it makes it easier to clean than if I had a huge one per se. Okay, so we're gonna get started with making our guinea pig fleece bedding. You want to make sure you have your pre-washed fleece. So mine's ready to go. I washed it about 4 to 5 times in hot water and dried it, so it's all ready to go. I have my batting here, and I have something. I have some fabric scissors. You can use a rotary cutter, or whatever works for you. So we have those 2 things, and then you are going to need your cage dimensions. So I have a 2x3 cage that I used 3 fleece beddings in, and they're 17 by 30. So when I cut my fleece, I am going to cut it 18 by 31. I want to add an extra inch on all 4 sides, so that, no, I added 1 extra inch, sorry, so that I have a 1/2 inch seam allowance all around, so I can sew that up. And then our batting we cut in the size of the finished product, so then I would cut this in a 17 by 30, because that way it'll fit right into my sewn fleece. So you can go ahead and cut your fleece now and get it all set up for the next step. Alright, so now that our fleece is all cut up and our batting is all cut up to the correct size that we need, you're going to want to pin all around the fleece. And you pin all around. You keep pinning. And you want to leave an opening just like this. Leave one of the ends open. And then you're going to go to your sewing machine and you're going to sew all around the fleece except for the opening that you want to leave open, and sew 1/4 inch all around. And you want to make sure that your fleece is the fabric is right sides together, so that the inside will come out once you flip it over after you sew all 3 sides. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've sewn all around my fleece. Now I'm going to flip it inside out. And you don't really need to press it. You just take your hand and push out all the corners and just go over through the seam. That does a pretty good job at it. So you don't need to iron it or press it. I never iron it. So that's all. This is the right side. This is the side that your piggies are going to be walking on. So then you can take your batting that's pre-cut and you just literally stuff it into the, looks like a pillow almost. And then you stuff it. Here we go, here we go. And you just want to make sure that it lays flat inside the case. So it'll take a little bit of time sometimes, but usually get it. Give it a little shake. You see, you start seeing how it's looking nice. So then once that's all done, you want to take the open side that you have here, and you just want to fold in that 1/2 inch from both sides, and you just fold it in the whole way through, and then you can pin it. I always like to pin it so that it lays flat and I can just sew right through it. So yeah, that's the next step. That's gonna enclose everything, and your bedding is almost good to go.